Now, in our chronic today, Cameroon is set to host the 2019 AFCON. Work is still in progress on the 6 venues where the continental showpiece will be staged in Yaounde, Douala, Limbe, Bafoussam and Garoua. But last week, reports went round that the artificial turf for the Douala Reunification Stadium was stolen. The 30,000 capacity stadium will be hosting the 2019 event. Now, we followed up to find out if there was indeed any theft. Earlier, we spoke to a Cameroonian journalist, Wandji, who is well aware of the events. We asked him what he knows so far. Listen.
According to the information that we have had by cross-checking with some sources, the Reunification Stadium had been selected among sports facilities that will host matches during the 2019 African Cup of Nations. And so the stadium was set for renovations. And during the renovations, the lawn had turf and it had to be replaced. The company contracted to do this project work proceeded with removal of the turf, which is kind of artificial. It's a bit like a carpet in form. After it was removed, I personally don't know what happened around the same time. We ended up seeing people selling this lawn, unidentified people. These people, according to some inside sources on the ground in Douala City, can only be employees of the stadium management.
Interesting developments. But one would also be curious if FECAFOOT, that is the Cameroonian Football Federation, would be held responsible for this, and why also the removed turf could have been put to better use, like laying it elsewhere or recycling it. Listen again to what Arthur said.
We can talk about theft or corruption, which certainly is not the Cameroon Football Federation that is responsible, even when it is a federation that is the legal owner. But now, what will we do with this turf? It will have been laid on the pitches of teams playing in the provincial leagues. Who will do it? Who will pay the costs? The turf is also a synthetic material that needs maintenance. Who will pay the maintenance? In my own personal analysis, the stadium management saw that this turf will not be useful, especially since in Cameroon there are no industries that recycle such kind of material. They will rather have it disposed to the public who can use it for their domestic needs.
And now, away from that, Cairo-based giants Al Ahly, who are also multiple African champions, have landed a landmark 40th Egyptian League title with 6 match days left. Now, Al Ahly were confirmed winners on Monday after a match between Al Masry and Entag Al Habi ended in a 0-0 draw, meaning that it was mathematically impossible for the second-place Ismaili to catch up with them. Al Ahly had taken a step towards the title when they defeated NP 1-0 on Sunday, awaiting the Monday fixture. Now, with 40 league titles now, the closest challenger in the record is Zamalek, who have only just 12 titles. Recall that Al Ahly were beaten by Moroccan giants Wydad Casablanca in the CAF Champions League final in November 2017. And in this year's CAF Champions League, they will travel to Gabon to play the second leg of their last 32 tie against CF Mwanana this weekend. That's all we had for today. See you next Friday.
Thank you very much, Victor.
Thanks for having me.